What African country are you from?
The Democratic Republic of Congo.
DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo.
From Nairobi, Kenya.
Com muito orgulho.
It's hot.
I was born in South Africa but originally from Congo, parents-wise.
Congolese from Kinshasa.
Ripping +243.
Well,
What country is that?
Guys, we all know it's fine. DRC. In case y'all didn't know. Called Zaire. Woo woo.
yeah, I suppose
I think the question they're asking, why you so like
because guys, you know what? There happens to be mixed people in Africa. There you go,
So tell us more. Yes.
you're mixed.
That you mixed from.
I'm Congolese, Indian, and Italian in the basic.
Boom.
Yeah.
Y'all heard
We also have some of Cameroon.
Yeah.
Hey.
Look at that hair. They've been fooling us. They just.
I'm from Bushmayin, DRC.
Favorite African food?
The combination.
The whole meal, right?
Food, losona madesi, rice, beans, and sugar. Guys,
I second that.
goes in. For real. Try.
I knew it. Just something. Then on the side you gotta have fumba. And then you gotta have fried Thompson. Hey! Iris. Not real Iris. I don't know, but those three together.
Wait, so what is it?
Kills you.
What is it?
It smacks. Just know it smacks.
Fumba na kwanga. Oh my gosh, guys! If you know what fumba na kwanga is, it slaps.
What's Fumba? Fumba is just
Pili, not Thompson. Yeah.
3 flames on WhatsApp.
That's it. I think plantain.
yeah.
Makemba.
Banana.
In Kenya, we have like a very big Arabic influence because of all like the trade and stuff. So mine is chapati, which is like a roti area, with dengu, which is lentils, like a soup lentil with turmeric. That for me is #1. Like obviously, you add some chicken in there, we're good. We're ready.
Gotta have the chicken.
Gotta have them.
Gotta have the chicken there.
For me, rice, pondu, and bried chicken. But then that one is good, eh?
Untouchable of all Congolese food. Michopo. With onions, how they make it in the streets.
Oh yes.
Kwanga.
Yeah.
Na pilipili.
So it's in taba pena.
It's michopo. Taba ya michopo.
Yeah.
Michopo is
the inside.
It's a goat.
Goat.
A goat.
Oh, okay,
You see,
no.
the food even is called goat.
Yeah. Like.
Get it?
Oliver, I mean,
You did it.
We're Africans.
I like uma boa cabidela. Oof. So cabidela is basically like, this sucks because I'm like one band in this, but hey. Uma pessoa lá em casa. Cabidela is basically like it's chicken, like those chickens, those free-range chickens, not from Woolies, no. Those ones that you actually kill, and then you boil it in its blood and you eat it with spinach.
The ones that run in the yard.
Those are with some spinach and kiabu. You know kiabu? How do you say it in English? It's that slimy vegetable.
Okra. Or it's called English fingers.
English fingers.
Yeah.
With some English fingers. With some English fingers. E bom funge de bombom.
You watch it?
Because it's so nice.
Okay, since we're all from Congo, what makes Congolese different from other Africans?
Pride.
Yeah.
Congolese are very proud.
In the good and in the bad way.
Vanta in English is those show-offs, like we boastful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's not a bad thing. We got it, we're gonna boast about it.
Our music, actually. How the guys shake their waist. Like, nobody winds
That's sapology. This is a thing of ours. You can be broke as if, but you will not see a Congolese person walking down the. He has not eaten in 3 days, but you'll see Louis Vuitton. You'll see.
And we look good.
I'm not proud of that. That's foolish. but we whined.
True. I mean,
We
the
did
guys.
wine.
Girls, you heard that?
In more ways than.
Charm. Yeah.
Both men and women, or is it just is there a difference?
Our women are a bit rough. I'm like,
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
He said what he said.
No, but I get it, Mimi. So tell us. What do you mean? Rough how? How we rough?
I don't know.
I need to elaborate.
Say yourself.
Number 3.
Being from your respective countries and staying in South Africa, which would be said to be more westernized than some of our countries, how fresh off the boat on a range from 1 to 10 would you say you are?
I'm -5 fresh. I've been here since I was literally 1 year old, so essentially this is all I know.
Excuse the pun, but I'm in the same boat as you.
That's a good one, bro. That's a good one.
I never grew up in Congo. I was born there, but that's about it. I grew up South African, you know.
And
I'm 1.
I'm a 6.
6 fresh off the boat.
Or even like you.
Nah,
About 6.
Where? The haters. They asked me in my mind. You believe? I mean, if I'm a 6.
Nobody believes you -1.
Sometimes I think I'm a fresh off the boat, but when I'm fresh off the boat, people they're like, who are you?
Fresh off
So
the
I'm also
boat.
like, I'm so Congolese. When I'm with the fresh off the boat, they're like, get out of here. So
Yeah, fresh off the boat are another thing. Yeah, they own.
They're real. They can smell that.
Nah.
I used to think I was a 0.
Yeah.
And now?
Xenophobic attacks, I was a 10. I think I was a 12. Off the wrong boat even. They thought I was Ethiopian.
You give up.
So yeah, I'm a 12, nigga.
Yes, wait.
Off the wrong boat.
12 off the wrong boat.
-10 even. I came to South Africa when I was like 5 years old. Yeah, I was 5 years old. So when I go home, they're like, oh, Olazula, meaning look at that South African girl. But when I'm here, I'm foreign. So it's just like,
Stuck in
it's tricky.
between.
You know what I mean?
it's tricky, true.
Like with me, all my life I've been here. I came here when I was really young. And the rough things I haven't actually been back, so I don't know how Congo looks like.
Wow.
You haven't been back?
Okay. That's deep. I at least go home every holiday.
-infinity. You on top
What
of
do you
the boat.
mean?
Yeah.
Fresh the boat.
That's deep.
For all of you guys who've been speaking now, y'all are like you've had at least tasted the soil. I've never. I was born and raised here at Johannesburg. So I went there once, but I was really small, so I had them.
Are you even Congolese really then?
Maybe 3.
Yeah, I'd say.
Naluba Lingala. Don't 3.
For Kenya, I think I'm a bit different from like everyone here. That I was born in Kenya, 3 months left, but I didn't come here first. So I went to the US. And then I was around like almost 6, I came here. So I have this weird combination of many like cultural things. I'm SA or even Kenya because I'm like, I don't even know. I'm just one of those. I'm a global citizen. We're global citizens. Yeah.
So onto the second part of your question, I definitely think that Angola is extremely westernized. We don't even speak, you guys at least speak people Lingala, you know? We don't even speak, where I'm from, Luanda, we don't even speak a traditional like language, our mother tongue, which is Kimbondo, Mbondo, Chocolate, we don't. Which for me, it's a bit embarrassing, and we so easily influenced from what we see, what's happening in Brazil, what's happening in Portugal, what's happening in the US, and we kind of like, our culture is slowly getting washed away, so Angola is definitely westernized.
What around your house represents your culture?
We installed the Angolan bouquet in my crib now, so I think that's the closest thing.
Oh yeah.
We have a Congo. You know that malikita? I don't know what it is in English. What is it? That
Malachite.
Yeah, that green like malikita. I don't even know.
Oh, we have that in Congolese house.
Everyone has that, and then we have it. It has the Bible verse on it. Yeah, we got it from Congo, but it's got like the African map, so that I feel like, and we have a Bible in my dad's native language.
Wow.
Like in his native, which like there's 5 people in the world that speak it. So, but we have a Bible in their language. So my dad speaks Kikanyoka.
Yo. Okay, guys, every house has a liboki. I'm sure you guys have one. Our mom still go in with
hard.
Watch out.
Now then for us, we have like the Maasai, like pictures of like Maasai people and all these cool, all like the calabash, the cool thing they used to use in the village, like those, like 'cause my parents do like old school sometimes and do some cool things. Now when ESCOM comes, we just bring those out. It's like, yeah, but
Favorite African music?
Afrobeat.
Original.
Congolese. African, eh?
Favorite African
I won't
music?
like guys.
Congolese.
I won't even like Nigerian.
Nigerian.
Nah, for me,
I want
guys.
like. Hey, what's that guy? The one that you always listen to?
Oh, which one?
He has a brother.
Oh, Daju.
Yeah, what are they?
But they're Congolese.
Ah,
That's
so
You see? Guys,
I'm
Congolese.
guys.
Who can music?
For me, Niger by far, Nigerians are killing it.
yeah, West
They're
Africa.
killing it. West Africa
West
is killing the game.
No, I like Afro Trap, guys. Afro Trap.
Afro Trap.
Yeah, Imagine.
Okay, sing it. Is it like I know, guys?
Well, it's a mixture of like hip hop, but like Afro beats as well. It just goes in. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to explain it. When you hear the beat, when it just drops, it's.
Guys, have you heard
Stick to my kizomba.
Ah.
I hate Pedro, you know. You know my samba, etc.
Smart for you.
Kizomba. Anything I can get jiggy with.
And soup, yeah.
Yeah, anything that can grind people with.
House music, I grew up here, so listen to
House.
music.
Chiluba gospel.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you, you don't even have to understand the lyrics, but
It hits
you'll be crying tears and you're like, you don't even understand.
What do you hate most about Africa?
Shit on.
In Donald Trump's voice.
Corruption.
Are you serious?
No, I'm joking, man. Shout out Donald Trump, asshole.
Yeah.
Politics.
Yeah.
Guys, we're struggling here.
You know what?
Corruption, guys.
Yeah.
And that we do not believe in ourselves. We still stuck, you know, we have to always go out to the Western to get our decisions making and whatnot. That's the biggest problem.
One thing-
guys. We need to stand up for ourselves.
What I hate most is not necessarily about Africa, but how Africa is perceived. There's a stereotype around what Africa is, you know, rather than what it really is, if I can say that. You know, people believe that we're a certain type of way, that we have not developed that. You know, the third world country stigma is all over Africa. But, you know, it's not something that I hate that Africans do, but rather I hate that it's done to Africa.
Yes, we need to stand up for ourselves.
Can I just say something? Sorry, to just top what Paola said, is that I think that the thing that I don't like, also I like about Africa, is that we don't have the choice
Yeah.
to get out, because it's sort of the only way that you can emancipate yourself is to go out, be diaspora, and then maybe come back and cause the change, because within your context you are so. I mean, like, look what happened in Congo in December. Like,
Yeah.
they cut the line.
Yeah,
Like,
the
imagine,
network
even
actually,
if,
yes, they did.
like, even if
for
you
48
didn't want
hours,
to be a
true.
great person, guys, imagine you like there on the internet, like how to build a home on YouTube. You're on your first break and then
that happens.
like I don't
Control.
know.
Yeah.
I think that control
Yeah.
oppresses the people.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
the problem of Africa, it's deep waters.
Yeah.
Deep waters. It's a Jesus solving.
I hate the tribalism. I think that it divides us so much and there's no need to, because it doesn't matter what African country you're from. As Africans, we are so smart. We are so creative. We're so many things. And the fact that we are divided by our tribes, that's what's destroying us. So I hate the tribalism in our...
Yo, the thing I hate about Africa is this respect your elders thing. Now I'll explain. Allow me to learn.
Yeah.
Like the elders, yo, they're very primitive in their thinking and in their ways. So it prohibits a lot of things, politically, economically, culturally, even in entertainment. They always know better because they're older. and they don't like to listen and open their minds up. That's what I hate the most about Africa.
One thing I really despise about Africa is the abuse of power, because we get it everywhere. Like we can't say it's just Congo, we can't say it's just South Africa or Angola.
It's Africa.
Everywhere we abuse power when you have a little bit. You know, it's just this greed. You know, this is why they say corruption. This thing where they say your fellow African wants to see you do good, but not better than them.
True.
You know, so they use whatever power they have to keep you down.
Yeah.
And like they'd be rather satisfied seeing you in your hut house than seeing you like alongside them.
It's like the saying that says that, you know, you'll have someone that will take you to a club, pop bottles with you for 100,000, and they're not willing to give you capital to start your own business.
That's a long saying, but it sounds good.
Yeah.
Because from not knowing who we are, there is not much love around us. So we don't really appreciate the differentiations that we have from the different countries. And I've always believed that, I know this is something that's really superficial, maybe crazy, but if we as Africans were to come together, we would be that country that we look at in terms of America. You know, everybody wants to be in the American states and they want to be in that sort of area. But everything originates from here. The history is here. The minerals are here. The people are here. So until we start to understand and love each other, we're never going to be to that level that we can be proud of ourselves. So I feel like that point where you said we just don't know each other, we don't understand each other, is very important.
In addition to what you guys are saying, especially, is also the emancipation of African people to go to the West and seeing what we potentially could bring to our own country within our own context. It comes also with the complex that we have as people from the diaspora, thinking that we know better, and the people from within thinking that who do you think you are, based on an insecurity. And I think it speaks on what you were saying, Merveille, the unity that we have to have and understand the strength and respect the strength that each party will bring to the plate. What do you love most about Africa?
Maybe my other book out actually.
It's the music. Oh, guys. Anything, I could be sad, I'll listen to music. I could be happy, it's the music. It just brings us together. You do not need to understand each other's language, but the music brings us together. Hence why they like your Nigerian music. It's music, you don't understand what they're saying, but
I would say the culture. Like each, in every country, there's always like different cultures. Like there's the Zulu, you know, the Xhosa, and everything's always different. It's always something similar, something different from the other tribe. Even like in Congo, you see the Balubas and people from Lumbashi, you know, there's just got something different. And we're all unique, we all got something different as Africans.
You know, in my experience, right, I've never felt more welcomed by any persons or demographics of persons like I have by Africans. Africans are very welcoming people. They're very accepting people.
True. For me, we always have something to fall back on. We have a sense of identity. That everywhere you go, you'll find someone that stands for something, that speaks a specific language, that eats specific food, because they can fall back on their culture. So I really love that about Africans.
I like how we're so festive. When we celebrate, we celebrate.
I think for me, what I like about Africa is the fact that we are responsible for one another. What do I mean? Is that as long as I live, the fact that I have an older brother, it sounds terrible and it almost like perpetuates laziness, but the fact that I have an older brother, I'm never going to have a place to, I'm never going to be on the road. Like if my brother is sleeping somewhere, I have somewhere to sleep. There's that understanding that like if my sister is sleeping somewhere, I always have somewhere to sleep. It may not be great, but I won't be on the streets. There's that concept that like even if we don't like a credo may hate me, but he'll never kick me out. Because there's that thing in our blood. That's what I like about our people.
Food, guys, we got good food. I think our food is underrated because people like to say, you know, we rate it to the Western world. Like it doesn't look pretty enough or it doesn't have these aesthetic appeals, but we have so much good taste in the food.
It smacks.
Food, guys.
What I love about Africans is Africans' sense of occasion. So when Africans are together and they decide to do something, African weddings, like an African wedding is incredible. The love, the celebrations, just like the unity that happens and the harmony. When Africans get together with one vision, it's just such a beautiful thing. Even like when they're angry and they strike.
Yeah.
Like,
Such a beautiful thing.
it's a beautiful thing. Like,
Yes.
when black people strike, my nigga, it's a beautiful.
For me, what I love dearly about Africa and its people is our sense of hope. Irrespective of what we've gone through, slavery, oppression, systems, colonization, neoliberalism, you'll never hear suicide. We're out there in the village, but we're still fighting on, soldiering on. Guys that are coming to countries like South Africa from other countries that were war-torn, with doctors, with kids, have to come back here and start all over again, be first years again. And they've persevered through all of that to be doctors again and flourish. And it's our sense of hope, man. And that's what I love about our people. That's what I love about Africa.